Robert Louis Stevenson, born in 1850, and as a child he was very sickly because he and his sister had a respiratory illness. Uh, at school he did not fit in, and this may have been portrayed in some of the characters who did not fit in their society in Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. The Industrial Revolution was also in full swing during his childhood, and this may have influenced the background for his books as well. Some of his other books were Treasure Island in 1883, Kidnapped in 1886, and The Master of Ballantrae in 1889. Robert Louis Stevenson died in Scotland in 1894 at the age of 44 from a cerebral hemorrhage. And kind of the theme that he's trying to get across in his book is that people are not always what they seem. Alright, now Owen will talk.
Okay, so Connor's right. People aren't always as they seem, and that's clearly depicted in Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. As the story opens, a crazy man is seen trampling over a girl. Pretty gruesome stuff. As the story continues, we find out that this crazy man's name is Mr. Hyde, and he even causes more havoc in the city of London. In response to this abomination, Mr. Utterson, the main character, consults his good friend Dr. Jekyll. Jekyll has financial ties to Mr. Hyde, but he ends up being not a very valuable resource. Mr. Hyde continues to cause trouble and he flees the authorities. In the end, we learn that Hyde is Jekyll's alter ego and is brought out by a potion that Jekyll has drank. That Jekyll drank. All in all, we learn that an alter ego can bring out the worst in people, which is exactly what an alter ego is. But for some people, it's an extreme alter ego, and in the case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, it was an extreme alter ego. And now Cody will talk about the conclusion of our story.
Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde is a perfect example of classic literature, classic mystery. However, the book is very boring. It's full of dull English humor and very difficult to pronounce words. If you like reading books with a lot of action, or books that are very entertaining, you probably won't be very interested in this book. Plain and simple. Overall, the book groups were a good idea. People working in groups usually do better than when they're working alone. It would probably be a good idea to use more interesting books. But, yeah, the idea is good. And that's it.